What makes CA examination so unpredictable? I'm going to be sharing my experience too in this video, so watch it till the end. I'm Megha Bansali, Indian Qualified Chartered Accountant and a ACCA. So I was able to clear all my CA final, CA inter, CA foundation, all the three levels in my very first attempt. Also, one of the reason being I belong to a family filled with CAs. My uncle is a All India rank holder one. My dad is a All India rank holder. So I had a lot of guidance, lot of mentorship available when I was doing my CA examination. So I was lucky enough to kind of get those kind of guidance so that I could manage the unpredictability of the CA examination. Now, so I wrote my CA final in November 2014, which is roughly 10 years ago. From that time to today, there has been a lot of changes by ICI. Firstly, the study material has become so good. It's become very crisp, concise. So it is a very good resource to study from. Second of all, you now have section wise weightage available given by ICI, which was not available when I was doing my preparation. So this section wise weightage is really helpful because you know exactly what to focus on, what to not focus on, which was not there when I was studying. However, ICI is still very smart. It is not like exact weightage wise system is going to be followed by ICI. So even if you read the document, it says it is just to give you an idea. It is not that this will be the exact weightage in the examination, but still you have a rough idea that which chapter has high weightage and which has low weightage. However, ICI is always been unpredictable. So typically what ICI does is there is no paper pattern that they kind of follow. So it is not like, to give you a simple example, if I talk about taxation, yeah, if I talk about CA inter, okay, it's not like there will be a salary question every attempt in your income tax question. It's very unpredictable. Sometimes they'll give you a salary question for 16 marks. Sometimes there'll be no salary question. Sometimes they'll give you PGPP for about 20 marks. People, emphasize on PGPP, but sometimes there might be no PGPP question. So always, ICI has a big surprise for you in the examination. So please be prepared for it. Okay. If you're not prepared for it, your examination is not going to go good. Now, what ICI does is if you will study the pattern or the pattern that I have been studying, is one paper will always be difficult. Okay. Out of the six papers that you need to write, one paper is going to be difficult because it is unpredictable. Now, by unpredictability, what I would want to say is the weightage is not followed. So they might give you that this is the weightage of the paper, but that will not be followed, and that makes the paper very difficult. Now, how do you beat that? Is by revising your concepts and topics really well. The smartest way is basically to cut short your syllabus or to keep your syllabus as concise as possible so that you can revise it in 1.5 days. See, it is possible at a CA foundation or at a CA inter level that you can revise the entire syllabus in 1.5 days. Honestly, it is manageable. All you have to do is you need to make sure that you revise three times everything. So when you revise so many times, it becomes easy to cut short your syllabus in 1.5 days. However, this is very challenging at a CA final level because the syllabus is huge. It's like ocean. It is never ending. So now what you have to do if you're at CA final level, typically study some topics so well that even if you're not going to do it before the examination, you're good to go and answer the paper in the exam. Okay, so that is should be your strategy, and that is what I followed. So I'll give you my example of what happened in my CA final. So it was my financial management paper, and financial management, we always focus on hedging and we focus on derivatives. That is where we put all our brains into. So that's what I also did like a student. I just studied hedging, derivatives and those important topics before the examination. But in my attempt, you wouldn't believe, there was 40 marks that came from a small chapter, dividend. Honestly, dividend is not even a 4 5 pager chapter, but solid 40 marks came from dividend. And I was so confused in the examination because I did not do that chapter. I had skipped it. See, it's not humanly possible to do the entire syllabus in 1.5 days. I was really in a panic situation when I saw my paper. But what I did is, I said it's okay, no issues, and there were no question from hedging. So I was so lost in my paper. I was like, how do I go about it? What do I do? So what I did is I took like a 5 minutes break. I said it's okay, let's focus. So then what I did is I started solving first all the questions I knew. So other than dividend, whatever question came and whatever I was comfortable with, I started solving it. Then I tried to recollect my entire dividend concept. So there were two three formulas that were there in dividend, so I just wrote those formulas down first. Then I went back to the paper. I said, okay, what can I do, what can I apply? So then I started kind of applying those formulas in whatever question I could understand how to go about it. And I managed to somehow complete my entire 100-mark paper. So I was really good with my time management, so that was not a challenge for me. I wrote the entire 100-mark paper, but however, I was not at all confident, and that was my second paper of CA final, so that kind of dropped down my confidence level really much. But then I was like, no, it's okay. This was the unpredictable paper of ICI. So now the good part is I'm done with it. Now I know the rest few papers are going to be easy, and I need to focus on them. Then I was really good at audit because I did my articleship in KPMG, so I was very very confident about my audit. So I put a lot of emphasis on my audit. I got a 60 plus in my audit, all thanks to my articleship experience. So that's how I kind of balanced, and I got a 45 in my financial management. For me that was really good because I was at a stage where I didn't know I will pass. So the key was, I did my smaller chapters so well that even because I did not do it before the examination, I could recollect the formulas, I could write it down, and then I could apply it in the examination. So that should be your key to beat the unpredictability of ICI. Please do not get demotivated if one of your paper does not go well. That is how ICI plans the paper. One paper will be very difficult, and it will not follow the weightage given by ICI. However, you need to revise really well, and if you're lucky enough, that could be the paper that you're really really comfortable with. In that case, your entire CA journey is going to be very easy. So I hope you found this information really useful. In case you require any kind of guidance or mentorship for your CA Inter, CA Final, or CA Foundation, you can definitely reach out to me. I'll be very happy to help you to share all the guidance that I have got from so many rank holders. And guys, please do share this video with more CA friends of yours. Do like my video. Do drop in a comment below telling me how you found the video. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more such content. Till then, take care.